Today we will see the concept of multi-class classification in machine learning. The objectives for this video are to gain the knowledge of multi-class classification and to understand the implementation details of one versus one and one versus rest schemes. Now we have multi-class classification required for many applications. If we want to predict the disease from the symptoms, there are various diseases and we have to do multi-class classification for these all diseases based on the symptoms. One simple confusion matrix is shown over here for three class classification where we have 20%, 30% and 50% samples from these three classes. Now, when we do this multi-class classification, there are two schemes to implement this multi-class classification as a two-class classification, that is binary classification. So, using binary classifier, we can implement this multi-class classification. So, no need to implement a new model for this multi-class classification scheme. Only we have to follow these two schemes using these binary classifiers. So, the first scheme is one versus rest and the second is one versus one scheme. In the one versus rest scheme, we consider one class as the first class and the rest of classes as the other set of classes. While in case of one versus one, we consider one class as the first class and the second class as the other class. So we consider two classes at a time in the second scheme. Let us see the details of these schemes in the next slides. So the first is one versus rest scheme. Here we have k binary classifiers and we have different classes like from C1 to Cn. The second of which separates C2 from the other classes and so on. So it means that we have the binary classifiers to classify between the C1 C2, then C2 C3, C3 C4 and so on. Now we have to train the ith classifier. We treat all the instances of class Ci as a positive examples and the remaining instances as negative examples. Sometimes the classes are learned in a fixed order. So we may have the ordered or unordered ways for doing this one versus rest scheme implementation for multi-class classification. Now to show this ordered and unordered cases, we have a concept called output code matrix. We have unordered output code matrix and ordered output code matrix as we see in this particular slide. So in case of unordered one versus rest scheme, we have one class as a positive. So along the rows we have the classes and along the columns we have the classifiers. So we say that the first classifier classifies the C1 samples as a positive and the rest of the samples as other classes or the negative. Then the second classifier classifies the C1 class samples as negative, C3 class samples as negative and C2 as positive. While the third classifier classifies C1 and C2 samples as negative samples and the third class as a positive sample. While in case of unordered case, we have the first class as a positive class and the rest class as negative, and the second we have second class as a positive and the rest class as a negative. Now in this case we consider the C1 class as zero class, which is don't care. So we only consider ordered way here. So for the three classes we have two binary classifiers sufficient in the ordered scheme. Now similar for the one versus one scheme, we have to train k into k minus 1 divided by 2 number of binary classifiers, as we have to consider every pair of classes for classification purpose. Now here training to classifier for each pair leading to a total of k into k minus 1 number of classifiers. So if we have k number of classes, that is equal to 4, then we have 6 pairs of classifiers required. For C1 C2 one classifier, then C1 C3, C1 C4, C2 C3, C2 C4 and C3 C4 pairs. Now for this one versus one scheme, we have two possible output code matrices here, which is called as a symmetric as well as asymmetric kind of classification scheme. So if you see here symmetric, in the first matrix we see the first class is a positive class, second class is a negative class and third class is a don't care, which is 0. The second classifier classifies the first class as positive, second class as 0 and the third as a negative, and the third classifier classifies second class as a positive and third class as negative, while the first class is a don't care. Now this is symmetric way. So we consider positive and negative as a equal weightage we can say here, but in case of asymmetric we consider positive negative cases separately. So we have the first class positive here and the second class negative. In the second classifier we have first class negative and the second class positive. Similarly for the rest of the classifiers. So it means that we are considering asymmetrically for all the classifiers using these classification schemes. Now, when we are doing this training, we have this output code matrices. But when we want to test a particular instance, we should check this output code matrix to find out which particular class is most suitable for a particular given instance. So, a word is given which is to be matched with the output code matrix, and we have to do this process using the decoding process. So there is simple algorithm for this. So we'll see one example here. The word is equal to -1, +1 and -1. And the scheme given is unordered 1 versus rest scheme. So if you see unordered 1 versus rest scheme with a -1, +1 and -1. In the previous slide we'll go to that. So in this case, we see here it is matching with the second -1, +1, -1 second class. So we can predict that the output matrix class for this particular word can be C2. So it is perfectly matching with unordered 1 versus rest scheme. Now if we have the other words like this, one example another taken over here, 0 + 1 0, and the scheme is symmetric 1 versus 1. So what is the decision class? So we have to again match this word along the row with the output code matrix. So 0 + 1 0 for the symmetric 1 versus 1 scheme. So we see here 0 + 1 0. So totally there is no matching for any of the code from this symmetric scheme. So we have to follow the decision based on the distance. So for this particular distance calculation, we have to check which is the nearest class and we have to predict the class for that. So in this case, the distance is carried out using this word and the code word which is a C. So distance is found by taking the difference from the one, considering the multiplication of every output code from the word and the class. So here we see that the formula for distance between the W and C class, for every row wise we have to find out these distances and we have to find out the minimum distance. Summation over I 1 minus Wi Ci whole divided by 2. So here we have this I ranges over the bits of the words. It means that number of classifiers. So I is ranging over the number of classifiers and we are doing this process row wise for every of the classes. So we have to predict this distance as a distance between W and Cj, and wherever we are having this minimum distance, we say that the word is matching with that particular class and the word belongs to that particular class. So the same example we are taking over here, 0 + 1 0, and the scheme is 1 versus 1. So in this case, we find the distance with respect to C1 first class, with respect to C2 the second class, and with respect to C3 the third class using the same formula. So in this case, we see that the distance of C1 is 1, distance of C2 is 1.5 and distance of C3 is 2. So this 0 + 1 0 is more similar and more closely matching with the C1 class. So we can say that 0 + 1 0 in the 1 versus 1 scheme is matching with first class, which is a C1 class. So we can see here, if you see the output code matrix, 0 + 1 0. So it is more similar to this. So it is matching with this C1 class, the first class. So we can implement this any code using this particular small algorithm for the distances and predict the class for that word. To summarize, we have seen the two schemes, 1 versus rest and 1 versus 1, for using the binary classifier implementation of multi-class classification. And in the 1 versus 1 scheme, we can use voting to arrive at a decision, which is actually the equivalent to distance based coding, so that we have just now implemented. And the example we can see the 4-class classification, like if I want to classify a particular email to be spam, work email, household email, in the private email. So we have the 4 classes, but we can implement any of these binary classification schemes to implement this multi-class classification. I have used the reference book as a Peter Flasch book for the machine learning. Thank you.